Hello folks, it's Upfielder and I'm back with my first quick look video in what feels like a very long time. We have 22W42A today, fresh off the back of Minecraft Live, and I know many in the community found that a bit disappointing, but let's put that behind us. Let's have a look at the snapshot. Before we get into the actual snapshot and looking at the new features, this is a snapshot for 1.19.3. You heard me right. We now have something called feature toggles to test experimental features for 1.20, but the next release will be 1.19.3. So we can test things like the camel and bamboo blocks using these data packs, but then Mojang don't have to commit to release them in 1.19.3. Are you confused? Because if so, so am I. I'm tired, it's been a long day, I've been in the office, and I've read the notes which state all the features are only enabled when enabling the 1.20 experimental features. So I'm not really sure at this point what Mojang are aiming to release in 1.19.3. It could be all of the things we talk about today. It could be none of them. Anyway, a little bit of a summary of the release notes is basically that Mojang want to do more frequent but smaller incremental updates. Now, I'm a big fan of that. I think we've gone too long in between releases and getting new features. So I think that's a really, really good thing. They're also going to be still doing major updates. And they're going to have themes, but then they don't really clarify when they're going to happen and what they may feature in those. It's a little bit messy at the moment. And I don't want to moan too much because I actually think over the last couple of years, we have been treated to some fantastic updates. So enough of that. We're going to dive into 22W42A, the first snapshot for 1.19.3. We're going to turn on all the 1.20 experimental updates. And also, Mojang, if you are watching, then I myself have one tiny feature request that I'm going to add at the end of this video. It will take you 5 minutes. Please, please, I beg you, implement it. So the first thing that we're going to look at today in the 1.20 experimental features is camels. We all saw them in the Minecraft Live video, and they're as tall as an iron golem. They spawn in desert villages. You can put a saddle on them, and I really like that graphic. That's really cool. And then you can ride them. Doesn't look like you need to tame them at this point. I don't know if this will change. Camels are tall. Most mobs will not be able to reach you when you are sitting on a camel. They are graceful. They will randomly sit down because they're grumpy. And while sitting, it's difficult to make them move. And we can make them jump like that, but it wears out their stamina. There we go. So if we hit the space bar, yeah, it takes ages before that you can do that. Camels can either walk slowly or sprint quickly. There we go. I mean, he's not that quick. We can do our little launch forward, the dash forward, and as I said, they will lose their stamina whilst we're there. Let's jump off and have another look at this guy. Let's get into below there. Okay, spinny, spinny, spinny. I sorted himself out. Now, do they spit or anything if you punch them? Mind you, I'm in creative mode. No, they just run off. Go in survival mode. Yeah, no, if you punch them, they literally just seem to be passive mobs. So, yeah. Not going to do any damage to you, but I do like the camels. I am playing in a desert-only world, so they're going to bring some life to the desert that I'm in when I get to upgrade my world when they eventually appear. Oh, and I love that little ear wagging. That's awesome. Okay, so that's camels. Next up in the features today is all those lovely new bamboo blocks that we saw in the Minecraft Live video. So we've got the basic bamboo, I guess you would call them planks, which is the slabs. We've got the 4 blocks. We've got the stairs. Then we have the mosaic block. It's nice to have the different textures there. And again, slabs, blocks, and stairs. Over here, we've got the fence and the gate. And I quite like that gate. It looks a little bit different to some of the other gates that you see. Over here, we have the sign with a helpful hint on it. And I even spelled my name correctly. We've got the bamboo trap doors and the bamboo doors as well. I have to say I really like the color of these blocks. We've got the buttons, of course, and if you want to be able to craft these, then you need the bamboo plants, and it's 4 of those in a corner. If you want to do the mosaic, then you need to make the slabs, and then there we go. You can make the mosaic with the slabs. And of course, we've got the rafts that we saw. So we got the bamboo raft with the chest, and we have the And they're really cool. I really like those. They give you a nice variation from boats. So that's really cool for the bamboo blocks, and it's always good to get new blocks into the game. Next up, we have the chiseled bookshelf. This is crafted with 6 planks and 3 wooden slabs, and it'll store all types of books, and it'll store up to 6 books. And I really love the texture for this. Don't know how much I'm going to use it. I get the feeling people use it in like maybe if they design a library or a bookshop. Those are the kind of places they might use it, or for, you know, hidden entrances as we saw in Minecraft Live. Comparators can detect the last book place removed. Not really sure what they mean by that. Now you see we've got a signal coming out of there, but if I empty it, the signal never goes. So I'm a little bit confused by that one. Whereas if you've never put a book in it, there's no signal. If you put a book in and take the book back out, signal. I don't know. Maybe that's a bug. I'm not a huge redstoner. I'm sure someone will tell me all about it in the comments below. Next up, and one of my favorite features so far, is the hanging signs. I absolutely love these. And when you're doing little villages and towns and what have you, I think these are going to look absolutely fantastic. And they've already done all the different varieties. And I've got a really subtle hint with those as well. So you can hang them from this angle here, and we'll look around the back in a minute. These are actually more expensive. They're crafted with 2 chains and 6 stripped logs of your preferred wood type, and you'll get 6 hanged signs for that. So you can hang them under the block like that, but if it's sort of from the other angle, off the side of the block, then you get the different texture. And like I say, I'm a huge fan of this feature. One thing that might be quite cool on this that they haven't done, and I don't know if they can implement, is can you put the text on both sides? Let's actually test this. Test. Yeah, you only get it on the one side. It would be quite cool, particularly with shops and stuff, if the text appeared on both sides of the sign. Don't know if that's something they can do, but that's something I would root for. You cannot place these on the ground, but you can, I think. Don't know if I can do it from here. Let's do that and then do that. So you can have a sign hanging off here and then one hanging off the bottom of your sign, which is pretty cool. Like I say, I'm a big fan of hanging signs. One last thing I do want to feature, because I do spend some time in creative mode coming up with my builds, is they've reworked the creative menu, and I have to say that makes an absolute ton more sense. That is a fantastic update that will probably go a little bit underappreciated, and I'm a huge fan of it. Now, I did mention, Mojang, if you are watching, there is one feature that I would like you to implement. It's a tiny little feature. I reckon it'll take you 5 minutes to do. Let me get my spawn eggs. You have a spawn egg here. It's brilliant. And I have no idea what color the egg is. Hang on. Let me just search for it. There we go. Wandering Trader. You see, I play in a desert-only biome world survival series. 3 episodes so far. They're all fantastic. Go check them out. Sort of hint. The only thing is, in a desert world, is you don't get bamboo. There's nowhere to get bamboo. You can fish for it if you got a jungle biome. You can get it from a jungle biome. If you got a jungle biome, you can get it in chests in a jungle biome. If you haven't got a jungle biome, you cannot get bamboo. This guy, he sells all sorts of stuff. He doesn't sell bamboo. He also doesn't sell snow. Please, when you release these bamboo blocks, Mojang, please put bamboo in the Wandering Trader. It's the only way I'll be able to get it. Please, and I'll never say a bad word about you again. I'm actually really nice. I say lots of nice words about you guys. Anyway, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this quick look. I look forward to doing more of these more often as they do the more frequent incremental feature updates. Hope you all have a great week, folks. I'm Upfielder. Goodbye.